Hey y'all, come on in. I'm super excited about today because did you know 80% of customers are more likely to purchase from brands that offer personalized experiences? And you may be like, listen, I'm tired of y'all talking about personalized experience. What does that mean for me? What does that mean for my business? Is it as simple as saying their name? All of the things, and we're going to talk about it today. So, welcome to day 12 of Upleveling Your Customer Service Experience. I am Ebony. I am a customer service experience specialist and strategist. I'm also an executive assistant, and I also specialize in online business management. I'm the founder of the Empire Effect Agency, where I help my clients master their time, maximize their impact, and increase their sales or revenue. Okay, so enough about me. Let's get into it. Let me talk to y'all about how personalization can transform your customer service. And if you stay into the end, I'm going to walk you through two different ways, whether you're a service based provider or a product based business. I'm going to walk you all through an example of your specific customer journey and what personalization looks like at each stage of that journey. Okay, so let's get into it. First, I want to tell y'all about 5 general, simple ways to start personalizing your client experience. So, this is for the people who are like, I barely send emails. I don't really have a client experience. I'm working on it. I'm just, you know, trying to do the things, y'all. Um, and so let's get into it. Number one, greet customers by name. That's a given, but you'll be so surprised how many people don't do this. And so, baby steps, y'all. These are literally the baby steps of how to begin with personalization. And then as we continue to go through a specific journey, I'll give you all other personalization tips that you can implement. But at bare minimum, when you're sending emails, use their name. When you're on your calls, use their name because customers want to feel like a person, right? They don't want to feel like just another number or just another customer. Okay. And so in jail, right, they don't call people by their name, they call them by their number, right? And so when you're sending emails to your customer and you're like, imagine, oh, good example. I saw someone on Threads and they were saying how they recently um, unsubscribed to a business or a brand's email list or whatever. And they was like, the email that they received after was like, hey, and put this long number in, like, hey, 4,783. We're sorry to see you go. Like, what you mean, hey, 4,673? Like, what do you mean? I'm no longer a person? Like, what's my name? And so imagine getting emails and it's always like, hey, number one of 700 clients. Hey, number one of 27. It's gonna be kind of weird. So personalize, put names to a face. That's also going to help you build a genuine connection and relationship with the people who you serve. Now, obviously, if you're a product based business owner and you're making hundreds and thousands of sales every month, of course, it's going to be very difficult for you to do that, but you can use automation and custom fields to make this happen for your business as well. Also, for my product based business owners, a lot of people I see, especially if you're not making that many sales, um, they'll customize their packaging. So, in their thank you note, in their package, they'll put the person's name and it'll be handwritten and something like that. That's personalization. Okay. Offer tailored recommendations. And so, what does that mean? Based on a customer's previous purchases or browsing history, you can recommend products or services that are most relevant to them. Also, if it's for someone who hasn't even purchased from you yet, they can complete some kind of a survey or some kind of a questionnaire that you have on your website that gets more information from them, right? So it may be like if you sell shoes, hey, what's your favorite style shoe? What's your favorite color? What's your favorite print? What size do you wear? All of the things. And so now that you have this information up front and they haven't even purchased from you, right? Now you can tailor based on tags and segments in your email provider. You can now tailor the emails that you send them. You can tailor the experience that they have on your website based on their desires and their preferences. Same thing for service-based business owners. You can do it too. Um, for example, if you have a survey on your website or even a lead form, and you're asking them like, hey, what type of services are you interested in? Are you interested in executive assistance? Are you interested in business organization? Are you interested in online business management? Are you interested in customer service? Are you interested in X, Y, and Z? Based on the things that they're telling you, now you can offer a more personalized experience when it comes to the email sequences that you send to them, when it comes to the recommendations that you give them. Like, hey, I know you're interested in this. You may want to look at my business organization package versus my executive assistance package. Here's the difference between the two. And so now you're giving them valuable content to even make a decision as they're in that consideration phase. Okay. Boom. Speak to them like a human. Guys, I know AI is cool. I know Chat GPT saves you time. I know, I get it. But you yourself are not a robot. You are not AI. And I guarantee you that customers notice and they can tell when you are using AI to send them an email, when you are using AI to provide the service, when you are using AI to do all of the things. Because there are some things that gives AI vibes, okay? And so, for example, I had a client who started working with a service provider, and the service provider was promising all of these different things, which really wasn't in their wheelhouse. So they should have been like, hey, that's out of my scope. But they were offering it as like, oh, this is a bonus that you get when you work with me. You get this, this, and this, and it's going to help you. And why it's a complimentary service is not their zone of genius, right? And so they began to use AI to provide this additional support. But you knew it was AI. It didn't have the voice of the client. It didn't really benefit them. And so it was like, well, this was a waste of time. Like, you promised me this, but I could have went on Chat GPT and got the same information. And I probably could have came up with a better prompt to make it more personalized to my audience, right? And so talk to people like they're humans, okay? Number 4, follow up. You can send a very personalized follow-up email after purchase. And so that could look like asking the customer how they're enjoying their product. That can be like, hey girl, I know we just finished your website and your logo. Um, it's been 3-4 weeks now. How are you enjoying it? Is there anything else you would like to add? Anything you now have thought of that you would like to do differently? Can I, you know what I'm saying? Not only is this a way for you to check in, but this could also potentially lead to you having a repeat customer. Because they may be like, girl, I need a landing page for this now. Or, girl, I need you to make some updates to my website because I got some new pictures. All of the things. And so now there's another opportunity for that person to now turn from a one-time purchaser to now a retained customer because they're buying from you. And now that's building trust, that's building customer loyalty, all of the things. And since I'm talking about customer loyalty, you can offer customized loyalty programs. So they may look like offering personalized discounts, promotions, or even loyalty rewards based on your customer shopping habits. And so that looks like you tailoring your incentives to make them feel appreciated. So for some people, their brands will offer a discount on their customer's birthday. Other brands, they may, if you shop the amount of dollars you spend may equate to points. Or for some people, the amount of times you shop or the amount of, you know, burritos or bowls that you buy, you may get a stamp, right? And so different loyalty programs like that, and based on the amount of stamps or the amount of whatever punch outs, you will get something free or something very discounted afterwards. So just rewarding your customers for their loyalty. Okay, guys. So I told y'all if y'all stay until the end, and we're at the end, I was going to walk you all through two different types of journeys, right? One is going to be for service providers, two is going to be for the e-commerce brands. And I want to talk to y'all specifically about how you all can personalize every stage of the journey. Now, for my customer service providers or my service professionals in general, not just customer service, if you are a service provider, now keep in mind this isn't the full client journey, but I wanted to start at the point of purchase, right? So they've now purchased with you. Now, of course, if you go back, you have the brand awareness, brand consideration, you have the inquiry, all of the things. But I didn't mention those. I wanted to start here specifically. And so this person has now purchased from you and they are now in the onboarding phase of their journey, right? What does it look like now to personalize the experience? Well, for one, you can offer welcome kits. I know, a year or two ago, no, maybe 4 years at this point, like 4 or 5 years ago, there was a time where everybody was providing these welcome kits. If you came into their coaching program or their mastermind, or if you just became a client of theirs, they were sending out all kinds of welcome kits, all type of onboarding kits and gifts and all of the things um, to make the experience better. So you can do that if that's in your budget and all of the things. People will like it. Okay, it's not mandatory, but if you are looking to uplevel your customers' experience, these are some things that you may consider doing, right? Also, if you all have other suggestions, feel free to leave them in the comments to help somebody out or to help somebody think of something they may not be thinking of or that I didn't provide here. Also, a get to know you survey. So I know a lot of my service providers, once you start working with somebody, you have them complete an intake form that asks them, like, personalized questions like, what's your mailing address? What's your birthday? What are 3 important dates that, mean something to you? What's your favorite color? What's your favorite food place? What's your favorite drink from Starbucks? All of the different things, right? And so you're having them complete out this get to know you survey for the purpose of personalizing their experience. So on their birthday, you're going to send them something. If they say their favorite book genre is um, crime and things of that nature, you're gonna send them a book on Amazon, if not a gift card, for some some type of a crime type book series or something. I don't know. Tailored onboarding. That means you're tailoring the onboarding experience to your customer. And so you're like, okay, what does that mean? And so that could look like offering them resources, offering them tutorials that align with their goals. That could look like setting them up in a portal or your client's hub, and you're walking them through. You're sending them SOPs, you're implementing videos, talking to them directly on how to go through this process. You're giving them timelines of what they can expect from you, all of the things, and it's personalized to them. Boom. So that's onboarding. When it comes to this phase of nurturing, right? Or this could also be in like an implementation stage. So you're directly doing the work, and you're looking at nurturing your customer. And so now there's this ongoing relationship happening. Y'all are working together right after the onboarding phase. And one of the things you can do is provide this dedicated point of contact. And so you may have a team where you can now assign a, specific team member to the client for consistency to build rapport. So you may be like, hey, we're going to offer you an account manager also to be a part of your experience. So if you have any questions, if you have anything that you need support with, you can reach out to this person directly, and they're going to be specifically focused on serving you, right? Also, personalized communication and updates. And so you can use the client's preferred communication channel, not yours, the clients, because I think a lot of times as service providers, we have all of these great tools that we love and that work for us. And sometimes we can be, what's the word? Inconsiderate of our customers' um the only thing I can think of to say it is our customers' non-tech savviness. So our customers may not be as tech savvy as us. Some of them may not know anything about any of these software tools and platforms that we're using, but we're trying to get them in Slack and ClickUp and Dubsado and all of the things. And it's like, wait, no, 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 no. Your client is only interested in hopping on one platform. They may only be comfortable in sending an email. And so you want to offer, proactive communication and say, hey, in your onboarding experience, you're telling them these are ways to communicate with me. This is how to get your questions answered the fastest. And so also in that proactive communication, you literally may be sharing updates and progress via their channel. So whether they're Slack, email, Voxer, um, the PM tool that you're using, or your CRM tool, or what have you, proactive communication is you're saying, hey, I just want to let you know that we finished your logos and we'll have them to you tomorrow. So stay on the lookout in your inbox or your portal to see those logos. You will have 2 to 3 days to give me any feedback or revisions, so that I can make the necessary changes and have them to you by this date. Boom. Proactive communication. Also, during that nurturing phase, you're giving them tailored insights. So you're telling them actionable advice based on their goals. So if your person is like, hey, I want to launch my business in January 2025, you're like, okay, based on that goal, this is what we need to do. Depending on what level, what type of service provider you are, you're giving them like actionable steps, actionable advice on how to now reach their goal. Boom. Okay. Also, let's say as a service provider, you've done the onboarding process, you're working with your person, you're implementing the things, you're creating the deliverables or what have you, and a problem arises. And so now you're at this stage, you're like, oh, we got an issue. And one of the things you need to do is, even before it gets here, you need to be anticipating the needs. You need to be anticipating any potential issues that could arise. You need to be anticipating any needs and knowing how to address them. Okay. And so what does that look like? Proactive issue resolution. And so now you're already identifying and addressing potential problems early. So that could look like you're having a custom FAQ for your clients, where you're creating personalized videos or guides for their specific challenges. And so one way to even avoid this and do it very proactively is in the onboarding, you're walking them through, you're saying, this is how you're going to do this, 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 this. This is how you're going to access the FAQs. This is how you're going to do this. If you have any questions, if you're telling them, hey, I need you to get in Asana, send them a video on how to actually use Asana. Okay. And then also, I talk about implementing the feedback that you're giving. So when we're in this problem solving stage, you want to make sure that you are making adjustments based on feedback. And so what does that look like? You may have to adapt some of your services based on their input. Um, or obviously, if it's not within the scope, you communicate. If it's out of the boundary, you communicate, right? But being open to like solving the problem. And then you hit a stage in the client's journey where you're like, boom, we just finished this, or you've hit one of your goals as one of my clients and you're congratulating them. So you're recognizing them. You're like, hey, one of my clients just achieved one of their big goals. When they came to me, this is where they were, this is what they wanted to do, and we just hit our milestone. So you may be giving them a shout out on social media. You may be giving them a shout out via your newsletter, or what have you. So recognition goes a long way. Also, I had mentioned before, surprise gifts. So this may be something for their birthday, their anniversary. Um, if they just lost someone, you may send flowers, something to show appreciation, something that's relevant, something that's thoughtful, something that shows like, hey, you're not just a customer to me. Like I actually care about the people that I work with. Like when I say that I don't just treat your business like any other business, I treat your business like my own, this is what I mean. And so that just goes back to, celebrating their special holidays, their special anniversaries, their birthdays, and sending special perks based on those things. So now they're like, oh my goodness, I was going through this horrible situation. I lost so and so, and my executive assistant was so thoughtful. She sent a whole bouquet of flowers, just saying, thinking of you, all of the things. And then also, we cannot forget about the post service experience. So now that you've been working with your clients, you've sent them the deliverable, the support has ended, all of the things. Like, customer service does not stop there, right? Because now you can send a personalized thank you note or thank you email. You can continue to provide value in some way. And then loyalty programs like, hey, I know our support has ended, but if you ever need any additional support, this is how you can do it. Um, Referral programs, all of the things is a part of your client's journey. So that's for service providers. And then you also have the buyer's journey for e-commerce brands. And so this is like a general customer journey map, right? So you have the awareness phase, the consideration phase, then someone purchase, and then post purchase. And then there's that retention slash advocacy stage, right? And so for my e-commerce brands, when it comes to awareness and creating these personalized first impressions, first you want to make sure your ads are very targeted. And so if you know anything about ads, you can use retargeting ads that are, based on their interests, based on the things that they've looked at to tailor to their experience or to tailor to them specifically. Also, interactive quizzes. So if you're offering quizzes, um, these quizzes can now support you in recommending products or services based on their preferences or their needs. Also, when it comes to awareness, like personalized landing pages, if you are developing copy or landing pages, you want to already know who your target audience is and you want to be able to speak to them. You want to be able to speak to their pain points, speak to their needs, speak and talk about what their desired transformation is and how you help them get there. That's how you personalize things. When we get into the consideration stage, we are building trust and we are building relevance. What does that mean? So, again, you're recommending products. You're showing them suggested items based on, like I said, their browsing history, based on, similar customers, based on the things that they said that they like, all of the things based on their previous purchase history. Um, from other places based on the things that they've clicked on. Also, engaging email sequences. So sending personalized emails with tips, with reviews, with product comparisons, all of the different things. Also, live chat assistance. Providing FAQs are also a part of the consideration stage. So if you're an e-commerce brand and people are like, man, I want to work with this brand, but I want to know what their policies are. I want to know how long is it going to take them to ship this item. Like having your FAQs in place or offering live chat assistance on your website can address a question that may be hindering somebody from moving forward with their purchase. Boom. And so that brings me to the purchase phase. We want to know how to enhance the buyer's experience during this phase. And so that could look like custom discounts, right? When they go on your website, a pop up comes up, join our email list to save 10%. So offering discounts or bundles tailored to the customer's interests, based on the actions they take on your website, all of the things. I'll consider how you can personalize the checkout experience for them. So something as simple as pre-filling the forms with their saved details. So instead of them having to put their email and their name and their email address and all of these things over, putting them in every time they buy with you or all of those different things, like the form is pre-filled. You can also offer payment methods based on, you know, what's convenient for your customers. What does that mean? And so instead of you just offering, you know, PayPal or Stripe as your payment method, now people can book through Afterpay and Klarna and Affirm, all of the different things to make purchases from you. So now you're personalizing it to the people who are like, man, I want to buy this, but I'm not ready to buy it all at once. Like, I want to be able to split my payments up and deal with it. You know what I'm saying? So now you're personalizing your checkout experience. And then, of course, a thank you goes a long way. Now, they've purchased from you, and now we're at the post purchase phase. How can you personalize even that aspect? So now you're just building loyalty. So, order follow ups. So, sending updates, sending the delivery tracking emails, making sure you're telling them, like, this is how you care for this product. This is how you can even, style this product. You're giving them all of the things to make their purchase even better, right? And it's building loyalty because it's like, oh my goodness, not only did I just buy this jacket from this company, they also sent me an email showing me 4 ways to rock it in the fall. Also, customized packaging. Now, I am of the thought, as someone who supports e-commerce brands, that you don't like, you can use the most simple packaging and you can still make a lot of sales. And you can be a person who's like, no, I don't know if I said that right. You can be someone with the most basic packaging and still make a lot of sales. And vice versa, you can be someone who goes all out on your customized branded packaging and not making no sales. You know what I'm saying? But obviously, to enhance the experience, people love branded things, right? So if you're sending them a custom pen, they're like, oh, a pen. If you're sending them a custom hat, they're like, oh, a hat. If you even have custom wrapping paper or custom packaging, the bags and all of the things, believe it or not, people's like, oh, this is so cute. And now when they're giving you your review or testimony, oh, and they're saying all the nice things, but then like, oh, and the packaging was so cute. Like, it really was experience opening this package. Right? For the brands who are all about being eco-friendly and sustainable, like making sure your packaging reflect that is like top tier. And also with the post-purchase, like I said, the loyalty rewards. Oh, you spent $700. Now that gives you 700 points. Once you reach 1,800 points, now you're going to get this discount or this freebie or this. And then lastly, retention. This is where you're trying to encourage repeat business. You want people to stay in in your as a customer for as long as possible, because I'm talking about e-commerce right now. And so what does that mean? You're personalizing the re-engagement emails. So you're suggesting a refill for your candles. You're suggesting complimentary items. So yeah, you already bought the sweatshirt, you might as well buy the t-shirt too. Or you might as well buy the beanie to go with this too. When it comes to special occasion offers, like I said before, even after the case, you may still want to send a birthday or anniversary discount. Like they've already purchased with you, they've already worked with you, like you can still send out these discounts. Why? Because they may not have shopped with you for 3 months, but now their birthday is coming up and you're like, hey, a week before, I know your birthday is coming up. I just want to send you over this discount, this coupon code. Be sure to use it by your birthday. Also, with retention, exclusive access. And so you're providing early access to sales. You're maybe providing VIP only products that are tailored to their preferences, all of the things. These are ways that you can increase or up level your customer journey experience, whether you're a service-based provider or a e-commerce brand. Because here's the thing, y'all. When it comes to personalization, in the beginning, personalization was a luxury. So if you were offering these different things 3, 4, 5, 6 years ago, it was like, oh snap, this is the person for this. This is the go-to person for this industry. This is the go-to person for this thing. But now, personalization is no longer a luxury. It's literally an expectation. And so make your customer service experience stand out by treating each customer as a unique individual. And so if you're ready to personalize your customer service experience and boost satisfaction, let's work together. And so, how do we do that? I currently offer executive assistance, customer service, and online business management support to service based business professionals and e commerce brands. So, if you're looking for something more along the lines of like, hey, I just need to master my time, I don't want to deal with my inbox or my calendar. I just need to get out of the weeds of my business and focus on, different areas that matter most. You may want to consider the executive assistant package. If you're like, hey, no, I just need to up level my customer service experience. I need to come up with my customer journey map. I need to come up with, my FAQs and my SOPs and all of the things. Then you may want to work with me when it comes to the customer service package. Also, if you're someone who's like, listen, I need my whole business managed, I need to set up the workflow, the systems, I need to set up automations, I need to learn how to delegate, I need to, create and maintain SOPs, I need to do all the things. I want support with my client onboarding and offboarding. You may want to work with me for online business management. Also, I am offering 2 beta offers between now and the end of the year for my people who are like, hey, I want to work with you. I want to do this, but I don't want to start right now. You can book now and receive your service later. What does it mean? You can book before 2024 and we can set your start date to be in January or February. But what is the beta offer? So I want to specifically focus on graphic designers and e-commerce brands. And so if you're looking for a client relationship manager, for my graphic designers, this includes someone who can support you with your client onboarding process. Someone can support you with project management, streamlining communication, doing the regular updates and check-ins for your clients, the post-project feedback collection, all of the things. Then talk to your girl. And if you're an e-commerce brand and you're like, hey, I need to map out my customer journey. I need to know what all I need to do every step of their journey. I need to set up a knowledge base. I need to set up custom FAQs. I need to write some personalized canned emails to help me be able to respond faster. this could be something that is just a one-time project or a retainer where I do it for you, right? And so if you're interested in any one of these services, be sure to contact me. Listen, you also can DM me if you would rather do it that way. Um, if not, you can contact me via email at hello at the Empire Effect Agency, or you can go to my website to learn more information and book a discovery call at www.theempireeffectagency.com. And I look forward to talking to y'all for day 13. Bye.